Hello, hello, it's Wesel here, and thanks for joining me as I continue on my adventures in SnowRunner on hard mode. And today we're at day 56 here in Washington, working our way through the contracts in Solace Bay. That's the focus of the moment. We've got, we finished steel cover yesterday, which was taking some wooden planks to the hangar in Solace Bay. And today we're working on clearing out the railway line tunnel. Can't remember what it's called, but it's called something. And then after that, we're going to have a couple of contracts, hopefully still in Solace Bay, or at least focused on Solace Bay. So we're going to keep working with the Mack and the HIB Billert to try and get this done. And then probably I might need to just check where we're at with regards to the other contracts, because I think we have to take some stuff over to Stelton River Mountains for near the dam to finish the dam stuff. Anyway, let's get stuck into it because we're just about there. So we'll swoosh on over, grab our ears, make sure we can hear what's going on. We're good to go. Oh yes, we are here. Underground path is the task that we're focusing on. We're going to head back though to the port and pick up a generator that we need for our contract. So while we're here near the port, we're going to go and see if we can get ourselves a generator. Take that up to the little billet so he can play with that. Don't get the generator here, you get it round the back. Let's go around the back. Look at the contract, so obviously it must pop it into place. We want surplus of power. Let's do that. There we go. There is a transformer. Just looking at us. Should be able to get that, I reckon. Oh wow, it's a heavy boy. It is a heavy boy. Okay, that's going to prove to be a bit heavy. Yeah, back closer to the truck. Oh, we can't even lift it up. Okay, I think we have it in the air. As soon as we try and move it around, no. Okay, that's fine. Put it down. It's a very heavy baby. The crane. Ourselves out of this little area we've got ourselves in. This is going to really stretch this crane as to whether we're actually going to be able to pick this up and put it on the trailer. Rather bump into the the generator that went into the trailer. Okay. Almost done. Should be okay to get it onto the trailer, I hope. Otherwise we're going to need a heavier crane. Okay. Pretty much got it there. Oh, don't fall over. Why are you falling? That's weird. I'm going to pick it up from there. Definitely very heavy for this crane to handle. I'll not be able to do it. Just can't get it up and over the crane. Up and over the trailer. So try one more time. And sort of shove it around a bit. Right, try again. Should be alright, shouldn't it? Yeah. It's pretty heavy. Have a bit of fun bringing this back through the little cutting that we'll see. Right, yeah. Good. It'll be alright. It'll be a little bit challenging though. Obviously, yes, it's going to be more challenging than probably I thought. We're going to stop off here as well. Put an empty container on the back. We need that for a later contract, or another contract. Now we're going to take this back to the billet. The trick's going to be going through this little detour. Should be okay. too bad. We managed to do that about as well as we could have hoped, I think. Get off this corner. Go down to that straight bit down there. I think that's where we... we turn off here. Hang in here. Find a bit of right? Leave him there for now. Come back, get the other trailer and the water tanker and take those down to the train line. This thing will take the fuel out of the Billert's roof rack, give it to the Mack Defense. Take little Billert out of the way. Doesn't get in right for anything. Here. Take these two slabs in the trailer down into the they need to go. That is the that one. Underground path. Should be good to take these to the underground path. And that would finish the contract. We'll do exactly what we did yesterday. Take these concrete slabs down the embankment, drop them off the accident site, and complete the ground path. Then we'll head to the port again, pick up second empty container and 2 cargo containers we need. We'll pick out the tasks or the contracts that we need them for once we get there. just need to bring the water trailer there. I think we might want to turn this around and bring the water trailer separately. Did a little bit of trouble turning this around last time. Mostly because it just can't seem to get a good turn on. Try and get this one. 15-point turn if we can make it. I was a bit nervous bumping across the train lines, particularly with the trailer like this one, semi-trailer like this one, because it can catch the very back of the trailer. Got room to sneak past there? We have actually. Let's go up and around. Got ourselves into a bit of a wheezy point here. Should we take a photo? I suppose we should take a photo, really shouldn't we? Let's take a photo. Okay. There we go. Now he's back in business. The tunnel restored. Logistics are on track again. Yay for us. Gee, we get 56,000 credits for that. Woo-hoo, thank you very much. Take that. Bounce over those rocks. Right. I'm going to head back to the port. Load up another empty cargo. 2 cargo containers. So we'll be a little bit overloaded. Just going to turn around. Down the right way. So what we're going to be doing, surplus of power we've already started. Yep, we've sort of got that one in mind. Production Frontlines. We need to take 2 cargo containers and the large service scout trailer for the metalworks. So let's load up 2 cargo containers. away from him. That's got those two in, kind of. We need to put one empty container across the front. Oh, I love the way it does that. Sneakily moves them to the front when you put another thing on the loading platform. Just how it is. We'll unpack it. Crane out. Crane, like that. Whoa! Okay, I haven't seen it do that before, but you know. Sometimes SnowRunner does some pretty weird things. Let's do that again. I was happy to pack them while you don't do anything else, but as soon as you then say, now I'd like to put something on the loading platform, then says, oh, well, I'll put those in the front then. I'm sure that's what you really want. Like this won't go where I want it to go. Okay. Difficult. We've got our two empty containers now, one in the front of this one and one in the other truck, trailer. Plus we've got our two cargo containers. The interesting thing is going to be about fuel. Still got our 80 litres on top of this truck. Billert's could be reasonably fueled up in itself. It's just got to run back to the fuel station. I'm trying to get these things all done if I can. I don't have to come back over here. These ones, I think I've got to come over once more for another couple of generators, but not for a while yet. Got to drop these empty containers where the other trailer is. Then we've got to fill up two garbage containers. Or take two full containers. See? this is harder than the generator and empty one. That's interesting. Or maybe it's that we've churned up the mud a bit more. Head down. Just go up here. It's the other task that I want to do is something else. I can't think what it is now. Logistic connection. Not surplus of power. Because we've got timely delivery. We'll get there. Don't know what it is, so we're going to stop. Let's go through and find these tasks that I know I've got to do. No, it's not that. No, it's not that. Definitely not that. Not that. Not that. That's the one. Ah, so we have to finish Production Frontlines. Oh, that's annoying. Okay, so we have to deliver to the metalworks the 2 cargo containers before we can do all that remains, which is the one I was trying to do. So this is the one that needs the 2 empty containers. Oh, okay, fine. Be like that. So we're kind of in the right sort of world, but unfortunately we've jumped the gun a fraction. We're going to have to come back to do this anyway. But you can hop off there. Grab the other one and hop off there as well. Actually, so I don't really want to be bumping that generator around too much. Just going to park, get the billet. Yeah, so he's still got heaps of fuel in his tank. He's got him safe. We'll turn him off. Unpack. Hop into the Mack. Grab the empty container. That empty container down over here as well. Top. Right, so they're there for later. Happily packed on. We have 2 cargo containers that we need to go to the metalworks. We're heading back. I had hoped, got my contracts mixed up, I had hoped that that other one would have been opened so that I could have dropped those empties off and put some cool ones on. But we have to do it in separate runs. It is what it is. Head back now down to our stockpile where we can refuel from the fuel carrier trailer before heading up to the metalworks. We do have fuel on our roof. No, 32 litres is not the end of the world. Might make it to the over the top of the bridge this time. Yeah, we might make it to the fuel station anyway. Eddie. Close, won't it? Hope we're going to make it to a fuel station or not. I reckon we might. I'm not going to make it. See, it's starting to run short of fuel now. So let's change over. Just the other side of the fuel station and come back and get the billet, just in case he has trouble bringing that generator through. Oh, anyway. Nicely over on one side of the road. Away. Billet. Already packed the cargo, so shouldn't move around. This one's got to go into Elton River National Park. I'm pretty sure it actually has to go to the train station. We will need to check that before we go too far. Nervous there, turning too sharply. We've got heaps of fuel on this one. So we don't need our heads. Alright, so we're doing alright. We should be fine. Don't think we're going to make it back to the fuel station. bring the Mack through second. About that, almost back to the stockpile. Not too tricky. I'll just pull up here out the way. Just for the minute. I'll work out what we're doing with the Mack. I might just pull up when we get to the stockpile and have a little look at the contracts that are still outstanding, because obviously we need to start thinking about the next one, whether we can pick anything up or take anything with us, or generally what we need to do. Starting to make a pretty good dent in the contracts now, particularly the first and second contract groups. Let's have a little look at what we're doing. Liberty statistics. We've got surplus of power. That's to take the transformer to the depot transformer area in Selton River National Park. And yeah, okay, it's at the back of the train line, at the back of the railway station. Fantastic. Okay. We've also got Seeking the Light, which needs 2 short logs because we've already done the service spare parts, and Logistics in Action, which is 4 vehicle spare parts going into the logistics centre in Mountains. Okay, and then a few other things. Production Frontlines is the one I'm sort of focused on. Final pushing construction. 2 cement, 2 packaged sand and 4 bricks. Not a huge amount of loads. All that remains, which is the one I was sort of trying to do before. And then Powerful Finale, well, we can't do that for a little bit yet. Okay. So 4 vehicle spare parts is the only thing I'm seeing here. Okay. Right. So, where's my vehicle spare parts? Or do I just say it'll be fine? I think it'll be fine. Fuel. I'm just going to fuel up the Mack. Actually, I would probably want one vehicle spare part. Where are they? Where's my vehicle spare parts? Oh, down here. And there we go. Yes, we've got 4. So just out of being nice, grab one. Try and wangle it in there. I'm going to put one vehicle spare part on the back of that truck. I'm going to go and deliver our cargo. And steady through that lot. Same down here. Despite being nice and steady, we still managed to finish. Grab some cement on our way back. I'm not sure how much we need. Never hurts to grab it while we're travelling. We should be able to go over there and do this Production Frontlines, and that'll be about the end of the day, I reckon. Just got to take this. That's the little scout trailer that's already there. No way. Always the hardest bit, is getting this little part. Winch on. Quite rolling. Yeah, still. across there pretty happily. Over to the metal vaults. Starting to get light now, so by the time we get to the metal works and deliver these and drag the little trailer in, we'll be pretty well done. Be a very good finishing spot. We'll end up doing 2 contracts today. Oops. Not what I meant. There we go. Another 22,000 credit. We've managed to deliver the equipment in the nick of time. Means the world to us. Well, that's pretty darn young. Not just get on back. We actually a little bit further ahead than I thought, so that's good. But it's starting to get light, so we won't get a whole lot more done now. Let's see if we can get back. I'm actually going to go to the service hub to get some repair points. Yes, as you can see, I am smashing into everything. Good a couple of minutes. So he's getting pretty close to the end now. But we've had a super good day. Finishing 2 big contracts. More damage. And that'll open up the contract that I was sort of over on the other side of the map for. That'll now be open to take the empty containers to that spot, and then we need to pick up some garbage containers, some filled ones, and take them up to the recycling plant. I think I'm just going to leave the trailer here. Bit of a nasty spot to have it. I always try and leave the trailer or unhitch the trailer on a flat surface. I never get into trouble with it tipping over. Sometimes can't be helped. Take the shortcut. There's not much of a shortcut, I don't think. And we can repair ourselves. Again. Oops. Didn't really mean to do that. Right. 750. Just turn around. We've happily got our repair points all squared up. And we're good to get going back again. But we will stop there. So that's it for today. So we did really well. We finished a couple of contracts and halfway through a couple more. So we're starting to see we're making a bit of more rapid progress, at least at the moment. Otherwise, though, that's it for today. Hope you enjoyed today. I was pretty pleased with our progress today, so that's really good. Otherwise, that's it for now. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye for now. Bye-bye.